Oh, wow. Wow.
Body moving, ain't what sound so soothing. Can't tell how we planning. Fuck that, I'm in Canada jamming. In Canada jamming. You salty, smoke salmon. Pick you off like Rich Gannon. So now I'm gonna take that platform and use it to like destroy or poison or mislead. You know, I can't do that.
Oh my gosh, we was talking for a whole like 5 minutes. Happy Friday.
Happy
I
Friday.
thought I went live and we were not live. We was in real good conversation. If I didn't catch it, we would have been speaking for a whole hour, Anthony. Oh man. LaDonna would have, because she can't type too. She couldn't even like,
Tell us like you did, y'all.
because she not at church. We talk about church in Jamaica and the actimize and stuff, but we ain't going back over there again because that was one conversation.
Yeah.
We ain't doing it. But LaDonna probably out because she always going somewhere. It's all over the world and stuff. But I will bring this back up because our research department, LaDonna, did tell us about the Jamaican church that she probably at Jamaican church. She probably on a flight to Jamaica so she can go Jamaica so she can go to church so she can listen to that preacher say na 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 na. He was killing it. He's like, I am Boogie Mountain in the world.
He did not say that.
He was saying bomba clot. He said the bomba clot. Jesus. It was so great. I will go to that church. Send me a flight, someone. I'm coming to your church. I can't believe I did that. I'm an idiot.
Oh, that was funny.
What I say this to my daughter. It's in Chinese. I say it means you dumb. Ben da. Every time she do something stupid, Ben da. She might stop calling me dumb.
Ain't that the name of the people who make the toys and the cartoons? A lot of the anime stuff that comes out of.
That's interesting.
But I think it's
Ben
Japan.
da.
Yeah,
well,
I think that's like the name of the company. Yeah, it might mean something different.
They had the same letters, but yeah, that means tonta, idiota, estúpida.
Dumbass.
Estúpida. Tonta.
Yeah, you said that.
Yeah.
Yeah, when I found that out, I was like, oh, so Long Range just homie the whole time we was calling a stupid Mexican, even though he was supposed to be an Indian. And the Long Ranger was supposed to be a black man, Bass Reeves. But like,
so ignorant.
They just changed everything up.
And then calling the Mexican stupid.
He wasn't even a Mexican though. He was a Native American.
I mean, yeah. Well, same difference kind of.
This my buddy Todd Toad.
Dummy. They so ignorant. And then knowing people know what that means and they just sitting there just listening to it. That's those little microaggressions they be doing.
Yeah.
To just keep you feeling like a victim. That's why y'all can't listen to them and not be a victim. Look at yourself. You should look at yourself in the mirror every day and then look at them. Okay? What? When and why would you ever feel anything less than great? Please. I mean, for real. We just being honest, and this is not my opinion at all. This is the facts of it.
But I got your message.
Here you go. Oh, you did?
I did.
Oh, finally, because he blocked me again twice. That's what's taking so long there, and me forgetting to put the live thing on. But anyway, happy Friday. How was your week? We can still go through that. Checking in, because that's what you're supposed to do. That ignorant stuff I don't like, because people aren't responsible for their own feelings, and they want other people to hear and listen to them when we don't know you.
And validate it.
And validation. That's what it is. I don't want to check in.
And you have to make eye contact. But not too much eye contact.
Oh, people don't like eye contact. And I look at people in their eyes because you're important. If I'm having a conversation with you, why wouldn't I look you in your eyes? That is so disrespectful. And you learn that as a kid. You don't look down when people talking to you. You look me in my face. That's the respect you give somebody. But yeah, that's what it is. It's validation. They do that in theater, work.
Yeah, all of the stupid training they make me do. Like, and I do it on the computer.
Oh,
I'm thanking God.
My daughter likes to say this all the time. Y'all can't see it. But
yeah, it's in the glare. It's hard to see.
Okay, good. But go ahead. You see.
Now they're going to be trying to read it though. I'll be zooming in.
So your supervisor and stuff, they do that at meetings and.
No, it's not even in meetings. It's just in the. I have to do computer training every day. It's 3 to 5 questions or a little short video I gotta watch. and because I'm management, it's certain shit I gotta watch.
Allegedly, yeah.
It's certain shit I gotta watch, and I'll be looking like, no, this is not how the real world works, and I'm not going to treat people this way because they're not children. But you have to treat everybody like you're their parent and they're your child, and
they have no responsibility or accountability or ambition to just not even ambition, being you. Nobody is responsible to tell other people how you feel or validate your feelings. Those are your feelings, not anybody else's.
Keep it to yourself.
I was reading Job, and God told Job to pull up his loins. Pull up your loins. Have some nuts. Did you see that's what God told Joe.
Stupid girl in the supermarket, and then she had the nerve to go live and be like, Joe Biden, this is the end of this. They selling lion chops. She said loin chops.
Oh, my friend went on a date with somebody who asked for sirloin steak. I said, why didn't you leave? I said, I wouldn't even want no cakes like that.
I'd have been like, bring this bitch a hamburger.
And it was at like a Friday or so, because he's like, I ain't taking her. Oh, he just went to cheese.
It was another chick, and they put it in the caption. I don't know if she said it or not. Said, oh, she too good for Cheesecake Factory, but she picked up the lobster tail.
I saw that. I think I saw she ate the shell. Like, what?
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah. Like, oh, so you out here ordering stuff you ain't never had.
And I know men say women do that a lot.
And I'm fine with you experimenting, trying something new.
Trying something new. Yeah, but don't
like,
get the most expensive
thing on the thing because you
ain't never gonna have it again.
Yeah.
Who's your daddy? Your dad ain't never take you out and buy you anything nice. Your dad ain't never take you out on a date and take you to restaurants and let you get whatever you want. When you're a kid, you ain't supposed to get the big meal and say, go on, you don't have to get the kids' menu. She can get the big one. Your daddy ain't never do that for you. Because that's not the man's responsibility to be your daddy. If he wasn't there to be able to do that for you, did your uncle do it for you? But you got to say that part of my life didn't happen. And I got to move on. Because that's very unfair. Men are the ones that pay for dates. And if you going out with different men all the time, they may be you messing up their ability to find the right one. Because they can't spend all the money everywhere. Why my twist coming out? I feel it.
I can't tell how many chicks I got told I can only spend this money once. Like,
yeah. Imagine a man is going out with 3 women a week. That's a lot.
That's a lot.
And he's paying the bill for each time they go out to dinner.
That man is probably not eating the other 4 days of the week.
You live in a box.
Yeah.
And he's doing that.
And he's happy with that.
Yeah, because he gets to do that. And then you as a woman, you just going out to eat with these different men. You ain't not even going to be their possibility. You messing up with karma going to get you. Yeah,
but that's how so many women end up in that situation. Like, he don't even take me out. No, because you became expensive for no reason.
That's why women be saying they never go. Nobody ever took them nowhere.
And that's another thing.
Don't take them nowhere.
If you don't require that of a man, it's never going to happen. If he realizes he can just come over and chill, that's all he's ever going to do. And you're going to be like, well, why don't we ever go out? And he's going to make the stupid face at you like, that's not what we do.
Know a man that didn't want to do or take you, or that's the first thing that's going to happen.
That's not your personality. Your personality is you usually meet people out. Not in a commute, but out.
Yeah, that's true. I don't really.
And if you meet people that are out, those are people who go out. But if you meet somebody you work with, go to school with, somebody who you're just around all the time, he considers that taking you out because those are not your out conversations.
I never thought about that.
And he's just trying to come through, smash, and be out. Somebody else can be your boyfriend.
There's nothing wrong with that. But
women don't understand what lane they in with what guy all the time.
Me and my dad was
and vice versa. That. Like when niggas don't realize they in the friend zone and they spending all this money just to be a friend.
Yeah, that's when you stupid. But me and my dad.
And that's what I say about these women who give up the box all easy. Like, well, you fell for the game. He won.
But it wasn't no game. Me and my dad was just talking about this earlier. How women here, I like you when men have sex with them, and men. Like if a man has sex with a woman, then she assumes that the man likes her. No, he liked the puss.
Not even. I don't even.
He wanted some coochie.
Yes, that's what it was.
That's it. I know so many women who have never, a man has never taken them out, and even when they see them out on the street, they barely say hello to them. And these women want to have babies with them. And I'm like, no,
Because they think that's the way to get them into doing all the other stuff
y'all
that they not
slow.
doing. Yeah, but that's both sides.
That's slow.
It's niggas the same way, like.
But we was talking about how if you and this may sound harsh. My aunt Jeanette taught me this. My aunt Jeanette is a wonderful woman, but she is a horrible. She say some horrible stuff sometimes. But it be true sometimes. But a lot of times it don't be true. That's my aunt Jeanette. She thorough too, and she beat people up. And I told y'all before, she's the first black person to integrate all girls detention center when she was younger. Black history in my family. So my aunt Jeanette always told me a woman who's never asked a woman who goes through life and a man never asks her to marry him is something wrong. A man should, any man that you are dealing with, not, I guess not any man, because if you just look around, those are not, but even them, they be wanting to marry you too. But if you're dating a man and he has never even went into the intentions or thought of plans to do anything further with you ever in your life, you got to look at yourself, because you're a woman. It's not that hard to get a man to marry you. Like, it's not, if you're a real woman, most men want a woman, even if they not me. I didn't mean to say like that. Yeah, but it's still true to today. Most men want a woman, even if he's not done playing. If he finds a good woman, he's going to be like, hey, I'm getting a ring. He's not going to play around with you. He's going to be like, we want to hold you here, and I want you to be in. He may play around, but he's going to make the intentions to put a ring on your finger or make plans towards your future together, because he's not going to take any risk of losing you. But if you ain't never had nobody, that's how I was taught. Not judging anybody, just saying my perspective. That a man has never ever wanted to marry you, just wanted to put a baby in you, but never said I want to marry you first, or never even bought you a ring or intentions.
Running around just putting babies in people on purpose.
Men be saying nasty stuff like that. I had men tell me, we went out on dates, and he was like, "You so
That's
beautiful.
crazy.
I want to have a baby with you. Check, please." No. I'm paying because I want to make sure we never see each other again, ever. Men know that if a woman pay, that means this is our last time we've seen each other. Life is the first date. I had to do that a couple times. Oh no. Hey, you want dessert? Let me get some dessert, because this is the last time he's going to see my face. Enjoy it. Enjoy my company. And goodbye. And it didn't cost you a thing, buddy. But I'm good. What you think?
I don't remember.
Do you have any perspective about what I said about if a man never proposes to a woman?
I don't know. I never proposed to nobody.
But you had intentions.
I did have intentions
To marry, and it wasn't like she didn't know y'all weren't going into that. But if a woman never gets proposed to, or with someone who's for real, like, hey, we're building.
That conversation earlier. Like, I don't know that I could meet somebody, no matter how great she was at this point in my life, and see that.
I'm gonna be by myself.
I don't see marriage in my future.
Remember, I was telling you, like, my grandma, my nana, my beautiful nana, she had this lump on her forehead, and she said one day it just started showing up, and it just never went away, and it was like that until, because she didn't have it when she was younger or before I was born. And
you gave her a lump.
No,
you a cancer.
And some people think so, but I got this lump on my hand. I'm gonna have this lump forever, and I'm gonna have to say I don't know where it came from, but I know where it came from, and she didn't tell me how it got there.
I'm sure that's not how she got the lump in her head.
No, because sometimes when you don't do certain activities, your body break down. I used to get my hand used to, and then like my homie used to get a lump. I used to get a little lump, and then as soon as you do the activity, the lump go away. And man, my grandma probably wasn't doing those activities anymore. She was 80 when I came around. 89? Yeah, she was 75. No, she was 80. No, she was about 70 something when I was born. So I guess she wasn't. I might have a lump. So if you shake my hand with this lump and it'd be like real big, like hunchback of Notre Dame, will you still shake my hand?
No, because I'm afraid that it's gonna be
Burst.
contagious.
Anyway, so you don't have any thoughts about that. You were saying you don't see.
I don't
yourself
see
either.
me. So at this point,
Okay.
like I'm wondering, like, is there somebody that wonderful? I don't believe she exists. So, like,
She
hypothetically,
exists.
maybe, but I doubt it.
I want to see that woman for you. I'm gonna see her and she exists, and she's gonna love you because you have a good heart. Yeah, that's your stomach, but your heart is up here. He has a good heart. So I'm LaDonna, I'm gonna talk.
I'm good.
Together. And he's if anybody's watching, he's very stubborn. He's an Aries, and you think he's right all the time, but you can communicate with him. And
I don't be
call
wrong.
See, you don't know. All right, so into the subjects of everything. Since we're here, we've been talking for a minute without doing anything, but we were late. Self checkout abolished in chain market in Northern England.
Good.
I can't say the H word, but H word self checkout. I don't come to get to a place where you're supposed to give me service to service myself. I do that in my business. Let me stop. Anyway. Yeah.
Oh, wow.
Oh, lumpy. So you wasn't supposed to say that, but so I never do self checkout. It's rarely I will do self checkout. Like if I'm going into the market in the morning with my daughter, I gotta run and get cupcakes or something like that.
I don't like it, but on the same note, I don't like people either. So both ways, I feel the same way.
I enjoy talking.
Like, why can't I just like leave this money here and walk out? Fuck all y'all.
You can get
y'all
your hands
keep the
scanned.
change.
You can scan your
No,
hand.
no, you're not. You're not putting no chips in me.
No, I like talking.
I was just talking about her the other day. I was telling the reason I don't want no animal with a chip in it. I don't think.
No, I don't like. I got one because they be listening to me. The other one don't. Oh, you gotta activate it. They probably activate it anyway. And if you don't activate it, because that's why I'm on that. Anyway, never mind. What you saying? You don't want a dog with a?
I don't want. I was thinking about it. I want a dog. I don't know if I want a dog.
You should get a dog.
Hey, that's what everybody keeps saying, but I'm like, I like dogs, but I don't know if I want
another
a dog.
cat. I have a cat here.
Another cat. I never had one to begin with. You just got two.
I know, right? But I enjoy talking to check out people. Like the one at Aldi, I don't think she worked there anymore because I gave her a hint for a job that she can do online. She make more money there instead of having to do two jobs. She was working two jobs. I said, "Child, let me tell you about this thing you can do." And I said, "Let me know." And I haven't seen her there. But there was another girl who was there, and this guy came through, and I was like, he was like, "Who took my bag?" And she was like, "What?" And I was like, "Why you take that man bag?" And she just bust out laughing. I was gonna tell him too. I like have fun and talk to people. You interact with people. That's the purpose of life, to enjoy people and interact.
I used to be like that, but the older I get, the less I like people, and the less I want to talk to them. No, ain't those the blue people? You gonna stop calling me?
Oh, apologies.
Well, stop calling me that. Now I know what that really is.
He's not one of them. But so.
But I get it though. It's like sad blue.
Yeah. So I agree. I wish we would do that here. We're not paying any less. We're paying more money to have to bag my. I want somebody to bag my groceries. That was a job, and I can give them a tip.
Hold on. No, you weren't allowed to. I used to be a bagger. We weren't allowed to accept tips.
Oh, I used to give them tips. Like, and I'm like, yeah, you gonna take this.
No,
but they used to have a shopping bag. They used to have a little the Matchbox. Those
kids didn't work there. Those was little kids who lived in the neighborhoods who just came up there too bad.
The gas station.
Yes.
That's what's up.
Yeah, nobody's allowed to do that anymore. It's liable because the building is liable for you if something happens to you. See, that's suing stuff. We're gonna talk about some suing stuff in a minute. That's suing in America. You sue for everything. It makes it not fun anymore. You can't do anything, and it's just so corny. But go ahead. But I like the baggy people. Because now the cashiers, they definitely don't bag your stuff anymore. It didn't change. I'm waiting for them to bag and she put my eggs and some. I said, man, you don't even get bags. We in Philly, we don't even get bags no more. You gotta bring your own or pay for them. How many bags would you like? Just one. I'm gonna try to fit it all in one fucking bag. Yeah, I'm like, I don't need a bag. I bought my pocket. Yeah, And as a
I
black
put it
man,
in my pocket while I carry.
quite often, if I'm only getting a couple things, I walk out the store with it in my hand. But as a black man, I'm just feeling wrong. I'm like, I keep the receipt in my hand too. Like, no, y'all ain't gonna fuck with me. Like, I did pay for this shit.
But yeah, yeah. So I don't mind doing that. But I would love. I don't mind speaking to people. I'm trying to type and talk at the same time. Can't walk and chew gum. I never understood that, but when I saw, certain people running in movies, it was like, got it. But anyway, they need to abolish that here because come on, you making us pay more money.
It costs too much to put them in, and they're nationwide now. Ain't nobody picking them out. Everything is going
They
to
had
go
to
more
take them out
automated.
of Walmart.
Yeah, a lot of WalMarts took them out because
people were stealing.
They were stealing everything.
I'm a steal too. I
don't
steal, but I
work
would.
in a supermarket, and I'll tell you what people do. They steal because I work in a cheaper department. They will steal my UPCs off and just put them over to UPC or something else. And unless the person up there is actually reading what they're scanning,
they don't be doing that.
They don't. They just want to make sure you scan and everything. So they're watching your hand. They're not watching the computer to see that what you scanned matches what 9 times out of 10.
No, they be dumb.
No, it's actually some people up there who take that shit way too seriously.
Shoot, not the man. I didn't. It wasn't even my stuff. He said, "Excuse me, miss, you left your stuff." I said, "All right." I said, it was like hot dogs and stuff. I don't even eat hot dogs, but I'm gonna take it
because it's free.
It's free. We gonna figure it out.
Like, why'd you take it if you didn't like it? The price was right.
Somebody will like it.
Sometimes a bargain's a bargain, no matter what.
But it's just dumb not to take something free. Somebody will like it or something.
Yeah.
Maybe you'll start liking it because free stuff do taste good.
Always better. It's always better when it's free.
Yep, or dirty. So I used to eat rocks, but no. I didn't eat rocks. No.
You talking like that? I'm telling you, kick something. Get away from me.
Shut up, man. All right, next subject. What we talking about? I don't know what I put down here for American fiction movie. It must be a movie coming out that's about America in this fiction. So, Jamie Foxx is in the news now. There's something going on.
Is he out the hospital?
Is it him, or is he Tyrone? But it's something going on, and it's because
that's fucked up. What if you a clone? You get sued for some shit the original did.
Like Nelson $1 million. Did I say that? But
yo, that's fucked up. I never thought about that.
Because it's still you.
It's still you, but technically, what you didn't get none of the fun parts. If that's what you went to,
none of the FUCK parts.
I said
that
fun.
too.
But I'm like, if that's what said individual is into.
Wow, that's shoot.
Nope,
yeah,
that's fucked up. Clone Puffy got to go to jail.
Yep, that's why he like, no, that's not stuff I do. Okay, we gonna talk about him too. Cause all right, Jamie Foxx is being sued. This is the situation, and you got to allegedly think on, and I spelled it right. Being sued because it's said like 8 years ago he was in a nightclub somewhere in New York. It was him and a friend, and it was a lady and another lady at another table, and it was a bunch of people trying to come to him, and it was a bunch of waiters. I'm only bringing this up because the waiters matter later. Getting the people out. So they're going, but they didn't make the two ladies leave. The ladies, after they finished eating, wanted a picture with Jamie Foxx. Jamie Foxx said, sure, took the picture with her, and it was like, oh, you so cute. Just give it. It wasn't like, oh, come here. It was like, oh, you have a really nice smile and stuff like that. And they were talking. Then she said he proceeded to aggressively grab her arm and pull her into the back and then start fondling her titties. Can we say titties on
I was going to say, I don't know.
Boobies?
Yeah,
tatas. All right, tatas. And then he put his finger in her pocketbook.
Maybe.
In her pocketbook.
Maybe he was trying.
And it wasn't Hermes.
He was feeling presidential. But Jamie about to run.
And started fondling the change in her pocketbook. And then her friend went to come look for her, and she jumped. And then Jamie let her walk away. Then she said that his security guard looked at them and walked towards the other end. All this sounds like is, hey, I walked with this guy. He rubbed all over me and took some change out of my pocketbook and flicked it in my face. And when my friend came by, I wanted to present like I ain't that type of girl. And then his security guard, in the meantime, saw us over there doing our stuff. So he walked the other way. So he wouldn't be in our business. My thing is, okay, because I don't like this. Free R. Kelly. I don't know. But we need some music, man. Why you ain't let him write? But anyway, all of this is there's a deadline with these certain cases that's coming up, and so many people are being charged, and they want this money. I'm not saying that Jamie Foxx may have never done anything in his life and stuff. I don't know what that man does, but this situation don't sound right. You're in a public restaurant. There are waiters and waitresses, because like you said, they said it was like 10 different waiters. They had to move the crowd out. And you telling me, you didn't say he gripped me up and pushed me towards the back. He aggressively, another term for being racist about black men. And I'm not sure if she was, she probably was WHITE because he doesn't like the black woman. Did I say UNITY?
No, you spelled it right.
WHITE. Yeah, I did it. Yay. Not scream, not
tell him to
pull
stop.
away, tell him to stop, because she never said she told him to stop.
Yeah, if you didn't tell him no or stop.
What do you want? How do you expect him to read your mind? To him, it was okay if you didn't tell him to stop. Your friend was easily able to walk up and stop y'all, so why didn't you scream?
Yeah, or tell him stop. No, I don't like this.
But now you want to get something. You're taking a civil suit. You're not taking it to criminal court.
Because you can't. The prosecutor would have to have charges, and the prosecutor's going to tell you don't have enough evidence and that you can't beyond a reasonable doubt. Civil suit has less, burden of proof.
Burden of proof. It's just if you have mental anguish from something. Man,
I got mental anguish from living in America,
from a couple of people. A couple of groups of people.
No, just this whole society. I don't like it.
But so that's what Jamie Foxx is going through. Free Jamie Foxx and R. Kelly. Maybe not. I don't know. Still on the fence about that. But it's on the trails of what happened to P. Diddy. And I just want to bring this up again. I know the young lady. She was a young lady at the time when she was dealing with him. I didn't know she said that if I told him if I left, then I would not get the things that I'm used to having. Then that means that was a legal contract, lady. If you get something for giving something, that's work. You do not get to say, "Oh, I didn't like it here," and you did. He asked you to do this. I do my job because I feel they take advantage of me. Yes, and I do too much work for the little bit of money I pay. If you say no, and they try to fire you, because I tell them no all the time. No, that's not in my contract. See,
that's the thing. I tell them all the time too, and they just be like, "We thought you was gonna say that." Mm-hmm. And then sometimes you look at them and be like, "You can't know this one. You have to do it." And I'm like, "I can't do it. It's a no." And they're like, "You have to," and then I do it.
Say no. Is that part of my job description? Then no. I can't, because then that will break our contract. And that means if I break our contract, then you have to give me something, or I have, like, whatever extra I do, you have to give me extra as well. People know that. They can't force you to do something that's not within your guidelines, within your contract. If they do and fire you, then you have a legal suit. I know black people would be scared because we'd be like, oh, because they're going to fire you anyway. They don't like you. But anyway, P. Diddy. So when the young lady said something like that, and I don't know her background, I don't know what kind of family situation she come from, but however it is, everybody got to pull up they got to grab their loins. Like the Lord said to Job, pull up your loins, and you have to take charge of your life. And then the situation of what he was doing. People, don't yuck everybody yum. Some think yums are really, really yucky. And I'm not saying it's that P. Diddy ain't a freak for wanting to watch other men have sex with her. People are making it seem like he was making her a sex slave, or she was being raped. Ooh, great. I said grape, YouTube. I said grape. Grape by these men. This was a consensual sex that he was watching. It happens. And she was picking him in.
No, they were saying it was some like male prostitutes.
She would go out and pick the men to come and have sex with her. And he will watch. Some people do that on a regular. So let's not yuck his yum on that.
No, let's yuck it anyway.
You can yuck it. I'm not saying it's yum. but I didn't yuck it. But hitting and physical abuse and stuff like that, then I do that again, almost pop the titty. Apologies, people.
They're not real.
These real, because man, they're real saggy. But name my titties, I can talk about them. But now physically abusing her and all that, that's always a no. But it's physically abuse because you told him to smack you during sex. Some people do that. That's not physical abuse. That's affection. Just saying. So I mean, it's a lot of times for me, and people say this victim blaming, but if you're not the victim, then I can blame you. Because if you're accepting goods in exchange for something that you're going to do with nobody, the reason why I'm so hard on this is because there are people who are actual sex slaves. It is people, there are children, there are people who are actually drugged, chained, and have to do this. They don't get anything out of this, and nobody cares. There are no lawsuits. There's nobody coming to find them, or when they do get them out, there's no help for them. And these women who get cars, houses, boobies, butts, this and that, and then they say, "Well, he made me do it, and I just couldn't
After they
leave."
got all the stuff they got, yeah.
It's an insult to people who actually go through this every single day. It's disgusting. And now it's almost like if I'm in a room with you, I can make something up because I don't even have to have proof of it. I just have to be within that room with you. And because you're a certain status and this would mess up brands because it took a lot of Diddy brands away, I might as well pay you out. Yeah, you want to talk about this?
Yeah, but like
he's a misogyny.
No.
Mr. Misogyny.
No, because I'm like I just truly believe, like, if you knew what you was getting into and you said okay for the things you got,
fair exchange.
Yeah.
Ain't no robbery.
I mean, like, just the fact that once you did it, you like, oh, I didn't like doing it. Well, then don't do it a second time.
Yeah.
Get the hell out of there. Learn from your mistake. But no, it's like, no, he's going to come get. Was he going to kill you?
Yeah. Was he going to come get you? Come get your family?
Now there are some people who are accusing him of some other crazy stuff, but these are wild allegations that ain't coming up in court.
But if that's the case, and that's like, but it shouldn't be the case because why are you doing this now? I mean, like,
exactly.
It'd be the same danger because he's in the same positions.
Yeah, that hasn't changed.
No, so I don't like that because there are actual victims out here in this world who it's all over the world and will continue to happen every day, every second of the day. People are put through this with it, all that kind of stuff. And they're not going to ever get out of it. Some get out and they're never going to get past that. And they're not getting millions of dollars. Their captors will never go to jail. Nothing's going to happen. They just have to live with it. And y'all filthy bees, excuse me, allegedly, are out here just
feeling bad about decisions you made.
That you made years ago, and now you feel like, oh, I shouldn't. Well, I can get something out of it. Take accountability.
Either A, I can get something out of it, or oh, too many people know about it, so now I got to pretend like I wasn't with it.
Accountability. Learn how to spell that. I would spell it for you. I can, but not right now. Learn it. This is just 6. So Jamie Foxx is going to do this. Aaron Hall. Well, we know Aaron Hall was kind of great before. I heard about Aaron Hall back in the early 90s.
And that's the thing. Like, all of these guys, I've heard about Jamie Foxx before, too. But
being gravy? Yeah. I didn't know he was gravy.
But that's the whole thing. Like, we all heard about this stuff, and then you're
oh my goodness.
Well, he's not going to do it to me, or maybe he'll do it to me, and I can get a check. Like,
Bill Cosby ain't do it to me, sucker. It's like, nah, Mr. Cosby, I love you. I know I was at Temple at the same time, and you know that ain't happen. I don't believe that one didn't happen. I know that ain't happen. But go ahead.
You said that long as I know.
People who know, you don't know. But Mr. Cosby, I was there. I wouldn't have told.
He said I wouldn't have told. I just woke up and be like, ooh, where I'm at?
Can I get another one? My dad like Quaaludes. He does. But what we talking about next?
I have no idea. Did we even start this list?
Yeah.
Uh-oh.
We talking about Jamie Foxx in the
Oh.
news. So it's Aaron Hall, Jamie Foxx, P. Diddy, and then you know the Weinsteins and all the other people. Why do they get to keep their names on stuff? Because they usually strip people's names and everything off of stuff, but their names stay on movies, stay on studios, stay on all that stuff. I know why. They're white.
It depends on how big you are at the time.
They still play that pedophile that I can't say that. The little pedophile movies, and the one who did the nasty stuff and then moved to Europe, they still play his movies, and he got awards. Ridiculous. It was something else I wanted to say about this. It was about the it was something else. I'll come back to it if I remember. Just FYI, cleaning projects cleaning agents in hospitals aren't really cleaning or disinfecting like they used to, because the bacteria is growing and it's being compared to water. So just be careful when you go into hospitals. Keep your own stuff. Tea tree oil works. It's natural. Sprinkle a little here and there. Don't just, you gotta mix it with water because it'll burn you because it's real. Eucalyptus, lemons. If you're ever out at a restaurant and you don't want to get up, like leave your bag or anything and wash your hands, ask for some lemons. Put the lemons on your hand, rub your hands together, and it disinfects and sanitizes your hands. Just a little FYI there. The boyfriend snuggle pillow. I'm not gonna tell him what you told me if you had a girlfriend snuggle pillow. But
I was just being smart.
Oh, I know you weren't. But tell the people what that is, Anthony.
I don't know. You was telling me about it.
Well, it's a full body. It looked like the pillow was about like 5 to 6 foot, and it was like a full body. It looks like Smokey the Bear. Smokey dead. Smokey the Bear. I don't see him no more.
Oh, it's because other things can prevent forest fires now, other than you. Only you
can
prevent forest fires.
But so there's a full life-size beer that people are getting because they're lonely. I know if this me and my lump ain't ever. I don't need no snow beer. Me and my lump gonna be all right in the bed by ourselves. It's weird, and there's so many pictures, and it's like, hey, and they can hug you like this, and you can hold them like this. Something's wrong. Yeah, something's wrong, right?
Well, they've had those in Japan for years.
But something's wrong. You know they be doing something. You see their game shows. You ever see it? Their porn. You seen their porn? You ain't never seen porn? I've seen some stuff, but their porn is weird. It'd be like glory hole, but coming from another place with cabbage. It'd be so weird. What was I saying? You got me off off the subject when I was talking about the glory holes. Oh, the big old beer.
The big old bear.
Why aren't people helping these people out? Because they have some issues. I understand loneliness and being alone. Oh my gosh, I understand that. It's not a feeling that you want to have, but I like myself a whole.
That's the problem. People don't like themselves. But that's the other thing. Like, you feel less lonely with just something on top of you.
Yeah, it's not.
Get a weighted blanket.
Yeah. Oh, I got a weighted blanket. Nice.
See, that's your snuggle pillow. It's the same thing for you.
No,
I'm not.
It don't have eyes and nose and arms and feet and legs. And what are ladies be humping things? Oh, y'all nasty. I didn't even think about that. And it's life size.
Now you won't.
No. Black men only and Asians. And the Latinos. Certain places. Some places, no. All right. What was I at? No to the boyfriend snuggle pillow. Would you get a girlfriend snuggle pillow? You want me to buy you one? I'll get the beer and put a wig on it.
I know someone like a bear with a wig on.
You know somebody that look like a piece. You're stupid. Talk about the police call doing the employees. This is so messed up. They just try to.
Black people, stop showing up places early. We ain't wanted.
That's why we be late.
That's
Because
why
we
we
know
be
the
late.
white people gonna get us.
They gonna call the cops for showing up with. Man, got lady called the cops on the guy for showing up to work early. The manager of the restaurant he worked at called the cops on him because he showed up to work early and she didn't want to let him in the building. But all the other people who worked there were allowed in the building early, and they do it on a regular basis, as does he. But for some reason,
This
she
day.
didn't. Yeah, she had a problem with it.
He said the district manager knows.
Yeah, he said, yeah, general manager know me, and we do this. I do this all the time. He let me in.
As it goes along, find out he was a black person from up. He was born there, but he moved up north and came back down. They don't like us Yankees. We not Yankees. We
uppity N words.
I use the Negro. And you can smell it on us. When I go down south, they be like, "You ain't from around here." You know I'm not. Kind of, sort of. But so they call the police on him, and the police tell him, she says, you have to leave because of how you are reacting. How are you because of your emotions?
The fact that he was upset. Yeah, the fact that he was upset and filming.
Because of what?
Yeah.
Why was he upset?
Because he was discriminated against.
Yeah.
At his place of employment.
I hope he calls somebody looked at it. It was on the guy who looks like Ernie show. Indisputable. Nice looking guy. He just looks like Ernie. And it looks like he puts his mustache on like those little things when you write in the market and you flip the thing up and like magnets and stuff or like that. It looks like he do that with his thing. Or it looks like it's not really his and they just put it on the screen and we move. And it's like that. It's really good. It's indisputable.
Something like that.
Yeah. He looks like Ernie. Just look at him. And he have the Beijing black people, excuse me, Beijing all around, and they markered that on. So yeah, they gonna do that to you anywhere. We just damned if you do, damned if you don't. We just don't know what it'll be like. Any day you just exist and go to work. The little Boosie. That's my man. I was looking at a younger picture. I like Lil Boosie. I think he's really handsome. But I was looking at, you don't think he's handsome, I know why. But I think he's really handsome. I was looking at a picture when he was younger, and I was like, oh, he was such a cutie. And he's short. So his music, it's another artist called Ride Wave. He's a young artist. I don't know.
He's riding other people's waves.
And that's exactly what he's doing. He has, they said he had like 30 tracks. Out of 30 tracks, all of them were using lyrics from other artists. He's a rapper. So Lil Boosie suing him. And Rod Wave, and I think he might come after him too. But Rod Wave was like, no, I want to settle with Boosie. I'll give him credit, whatever. No, Boosie gonna get his money. You can't come out. You come out with a mixtape, but you can't come out with a whole album with other people's lyrics and music without giving them credit, which is money, and getting permission.
Yeah.
And he's done this with a lot of artists. He's not like the other singing thing. I can't remember his name. It's not Trey Songz. It was like Jamiroquai. It's not Jamiroquai. But he was singing other people's songs and remake them, but he was a singer. So Lil Boosie, I'm with you. I love you, man. I love me some Boosie. I love him. He is such a good dad. You keep doing what you're doing and get your money.
Think so.
Well, shoot. Kids be feeling how they want to feel. She'll appreciate it later on when she get older. All right, we're gonna skip that for a minute. We're gonna go to Toronto housing issue. There's a housing issue in Toronto. Toronto is very expensive. It's one of the major cities in Canada, and currently, like the average apartment is $3,000 a month for one bedroom. $3,000, you heard me, people, a month for one bedroom. And so people have been doing roommate situations, but now they are going to another extreme where they are renting out the other half of their bed for about $692, $650 a month.
But like, where do I get to use your bathroom?
No,
too?
You get the bed.
Like, I can't take a shower? Can I make something to eat?
My pillow.
Is it a full body pillow?
Is it a teddy bear? That's crazy. Why Why don't we just say no?
and leave
No.
there. Yeah.
We're not paying it. No, you don't have the right to.
And I know y'all saying, well, we can't do that.
You
What
can.
happened when the mass white exodus happened to all these major cities? When people just said, no, I'm not living with
I'm
those
not living with
blacks.
those blacks. What happened? They were left and they
They
moved
left.
somewhere else, and they
And
gave them something else and created something else and made sure that they were happy. Same in Britain and France and those places. When they say you do something wrong, nobody goes to work. The whole country be like, nope.
nope, fix this first.
And they be like, we gotta fix it in 5, 4, 3, 2, 2, 1. We got it.
No.
So just stop. You know what it is? We are so indulgent in this country, and we're so spoiled, and we have a short attention span. We're not educated. We don't take time out for ourselves. All we do is work and then indulge ourselves on senseless things because we are trying to rejuvenate ourselves so we can go back to a daily thing of working again. Because it's no, you can't. You either don't have enough money to do something else, or the time to do something else, or the ambition to do something else because you got to go back to that same hustle and bustle all the time.
Because you're stuck in that mode, which
And
we've been programmed for.
yes,
Because that's what the public school system programs
you too.
It programs you to, yeah. And if you can't function in a 9 to 5, to be able to function in a prison.
Yeah.
One of the two.
So,
what you're groomed for.
So that's what this kind. We are subdued and lulled by our desires and our inability to do anything for ourselves or think for ourselves.
And the government realizes that and uses it to their advantage.
Oh, to their advantage.
But like we were saying earlier, instead of us being one great country that controls the government like we're supposed to be, we're 50 small countries.
And not even small countries, because Pennsylvania is larger than many countries in Europe. You can put maybe 3 countries, certain countries in Europe inside Pennsylvania, and let alone Texas and California.
Yeah.
These are actual countries because we have different landscapes, animals, ways we speak.
Well,
even
the
the way
cat was
people
in here
look.
the whole time. He just scared the I mean, I'm like, what is that?
In here. So yeah, like you're saying, we're not one nation. We just say that
we're one nation when it's time to fight other people. Other than that,
then, we just like, I don't want to do that.
Yeah, half of us don't want to fight them.
Give me my money back.
but we'll still take a collective from all of y'all and send over there.
So that's the reason why we just won't do it, because we can. All you got to do is just not. Like if everybody didn't go to work tomorrow, what you think is going to happen to you? Nothing. What's going to happen to them?
A lot.
And
they see the problem is everybody gets scared. Well, if I'm the only one who don't go, then I get fired, and nothing happens to nobody else.
Yeah, because nobody has any.
And then
or we don't have any national pride. There's white pride. There's black pride.
National pride only shows up when you talk about other countries. We better than such and such, and we ain't better than nobody.
We definitely ain't better. We like all the way bottom list on a lot of things that we should not be. Like
not for us to have the most money.
Yeah,
the fact that we have the most money. Infant mortality. Yeah, that's.
That just doesn't match up. So
homelessness. It should not exist.
Never exist. It don't exist in certain third world countries. How is that possible?
Because nobody got a home, so they don't call it homelessness. They just call it existence. There goes some tin. Build you one.
Angel Reese. Let's talk about Angel Reese.
Yeah, I don't know all the details, but I know she ain't on the team because of grades.
Mm-hmm.
That's about all I know. And then I know her mom was. I think her mom was on the side of the school for like not letting her play. Like, no, if your grades ain't right, you can't play.
I agree with that with the mom. I know people will be like, oh, but all the money she's making, but today tomorrow, no money can leave, and she won't have an education. If that's what you planned on, or she won't have a skill to do, and maybe it's just like you decided to do something, you want to follow through with it. You don't get to. Some people have certain criteria and certain standards of integrity for certain things. So, but a lot of people, money is their god. So they're like, well, she got this money. Why she would never have to do something like that? Because boss gave me the hog ball. But but the other thing is, I worked at the Temple athletic team. And not saying those girls went to school class and stuff. I ain't gonna say that, but most athletes don't go to class. They have an athletic schedule where it's only athletes in their class, and they can have people sit in for them. It happens at all colleges, and Temple University is not that huge of a college as far as athletics. to be like to do that they do that there. So to not think that those type of players, because they just ran a championship, are going to class and that they really care about them going to class. And then it's a
lucky
lot
they came back. They could be in the NBA making less money.
Yeah. And not bringing a notoriety to your school.
But I think that's another way of checking the bread. They got to pay them kids now. It's like, oh, well, now we really won't be on top of this. Or now maybe you can't have that.
Oh, they do it with everybody. All colors.
They should, but will they?
And all genders.
It'll come down to
money.
No, it'll come down to who they can control and who they can't. You know that a lot of little girls outspoken. And you got to put them uppity ones in their place.
You sure do. And that's your uppity one. Like your injuries, keep being uppity. Weren't we talking about this other NBA player, the one I thought he dating a 15-year-old? I mean, that woman is a grown woman. You can't tell me. What's his name? Joshua.
I don't remember. I don't know him. I know he played for OKC.
Joshua.
I don't know him.
I looked it up. It was like Joshua something. Well, allegedly, the woman is 15. What's his name? What is it? You don't know? He played for OKC. What you say? Yeah, Joshua something. I might look up here. They said the woman was 15. That was a grown woman. Stop calling me by my first name, Kat.
They wanted you to let back.
But if the woman is 15, she's 15. He shouldn't be able to date her.
He shouldn't.
He's a grown up, and she shouldn't be in nightclubs. I was in clubs. I was this height, and if you believe you belong there, they believe you belong there too. But I didn't look like a woman. That lady looked like she's 35. She looked old.
No, I can't find it.
It's like Joshua something. I looked it up, and they play for OKC. So I wonder what's going to happen to him. Free R. Kelly. R. Kelly? Why we ain't talking about that? They get the running around and Jerry Lee Lewis and Elvis and stuff, but R. Kelly going to jail because he peed on people. Who knows what they did on them little girls?
He ain't in jail for peeing on people.
Oh. But the same thing then. If it ain't care about the peeing.
Nobody care about the peeing.
Love you, R. Kelly, but I love you, brother. But I don't like what you did. I don't agree with that stuff. You just need some new music. Some new shit.
Clue. Clue ain't dead, is he?
No, he not dead.
He retired or something?
I don't know.
Well, I guess mixtapes don't exist no more. So
yeah, for
what
real,
you need a
like
clue
that.
for?
Yeah. What's I put? Okay, Passport Bro. Passport Bros, y'all gotta learn something. When you go to another country, just because they speak another language, Americans, that don't mean they stupid. That don't mean they ain't got a hood. That don't mean they ain't strapped. That don't mean they ain't about it. And for the most part, where the places you're going, like those places in Southeast Asia, and South America, and like Mexico, those cops are related to the Nigerians.
No, ain't none of them people.
If you know what I mean.
Ain't none of them people your friends at the end of the day, and you not welcome in that country.
No, they don't know you.
Like all the women here talk trash about you. All the men there feel like you coming down there to steal their women. Yeah. The same way you feel about the rich guy who walks into the bar and all of a sudden you get no attention anymore. Mm-hmm. You know you go down there to be that rich guy even though you ain't rich. So basically you feed into the same system that you hate. Yeah. You just doing it at your level.
Another thing is y'all.
So I mean, if you can admit that, I'm fine with it. But if you can't admit that, if you think you actually being different, I'm like, oh no, I'm going to look for this, that, and no. Because that same chick that you can't get here would be just as submissive if you could provide the things she requires.
Yeah. And the other thing is, y'all really think those women are different than the women here? And I'm not saying American women.
They are different.
We are. But as far as the other thing, you don't think you're going to have certain issues the same way you're going to have issues with any woman. You think that these women are just like, if they are like that, it's because you're paying them. It's not because they love you. It's they have attitudes. You check how they treat their men. Their men ain't like, oh, they just so submissive and so wonderful. It's so great.
Just the ones who provide what is required.
It's the same exact thing. So this guy, these passport bros, goes down to Mexico, and evidently, I'm listening to what they're saying. The girl's like, "Don't touch me, don't touch me," and one girl was like, "I'm not leaving." She was just sitting there like, and she was like, "You gonna pay us?" So evidently, they may not pay or what they wanted. So he jumped, and this is what tells me what a passport bro is, because any man is jumping in a woman's face is a p word, and not for passport. So he jumping in this woman's face, and another guy, another black man, was holding him back like, "Man, chill, chill, chill." He may not be a p word. He may just be a passport. And he holding him back like, "It's not worth it. You in Mexico. You don't want to go to jail here. You will never go home. Stop." And the women are like, "Pay us. You're not paying us." You thought it was sweet. You thought you were going to go down there and be like, "Oh, whatever you like." That's what y'all have in your mind, that idea. Go travel the world first before you decide to be a passport bro. And passport bro, I know you need a passport to get to Mexico, but you didn't before. So let's not put that as the passport bros. Mexico is not a passport stamp if you live in North America. It's part of North America. And only after 9/11, it became a necessity for you to need a passport. You can walk to Mexico. Did you know that? So let's cut Mexico and Canada out of being passporty-ish. Because you sound slow. I'm not talking about people who didn't know that. I'm talking about these passport bros who are trying to be like, "Oh, I go places to find women." You didn't go anywhere. You're still in the same continent, sir. There's only 3 countries there. Right? Yeah. 3 countries there.
I think part of, what is it, Greenland or Iceland, one of those. It's just got a piece up at the top.
But that's North America.
I think
or they part of Europe.
They part of Europe, but I think they connected to North America because.
But Europe stole it, like it's still.
No, they actually are part of Europe, but like up there where we're up there.
Oh, when you can walk in Russia, like how Sarah Palin can walk in Russia and stuff
but
like that.
I think they got islands and shit like in here.
So
it might not be
3.5
connected
countries.
no more because everything melting, so it might have just melted away. That part don't exist.
And the wombats are coming out.
Ain't they from Australia?
I don't know.
My friend Ryan said they live on Good Street, the next block over from where we grew up. And I kept telling him wasn't a wombat. He was like, "No, I promise you, I seen a wombat in the abandoned yard. It was a wombat." I'm like, "It wasn't a wombat."
Right. Okay, it was a show. This is a long time ago, and I still put this on here. Miss Ayala Van Zandt. She had a show, Miss Ayala. I call her Miss Ayala. I know her, but she knows my family, so I'm not calling her by her first name, and I wouldn't anyway because she's a elder. Miss Ayala Van Zandt. She had a show where it was men on there talking about the multiple kids they have with multiple women. So it's one guy who has 28 kids with 16 women. It was some that had 4 kids with 2 women, which I don't think that's just a relationship. It seems like you had 2 different relationships. And it was like back when all together they end up having like 88 children all together. It was like maybe 6 men. Was it? Yeah, I think it was. No, it was like 48. Am I saying? It was like 48 children all together with 6 men.
No, I think it was 85.
It was like, no, it was like 80 something.
It was like 80 something children. Because she was like, it's 80 something kids, and it was like 100 and some lives affected between the amount of the women and then, yeah.
So, but my thing is, yes, men, y'all just stop. But women, after the second, I mean, for me, when I was in the when I was younger, because we don't want a childbearer, we don't even put that name. We ain't going to rebuke that. I'm pulling up my loins and pulling my loins up.
Out the way.
Yeah, pull them up so nothing can get in. But it ain't because my hand will be. Never mind. So back in the day, what was I saying? You made me forget. I started thinking about my lump again. Why can't I touch it? I clean my hands. Tell me what I was saying. I started thinking about my lump. Anyway, about the men. I'm traumatized. I'm nervous. So the men, what about the women who have a baby with a man who's already on his 3rd child and didn't marry any of the women? The woman didn't die, or you know what I mean, some other circumstances. I understand you can love people, but it's like, do I have a baby with you? Or what about after the 5th child? I'll even say let's 3 can go. After the fourth time, it's like you have 3 other ones over here.
They all
How are we gonna keep
they
up?
all say I'm the one that's different. He's going to stay with me.
I am different. I ain't having no babies with you. He gonna stay with me, but we ain't gonna have no babies. What about after the 10th kid?
And it's crazy because I'm like the exact opposite. Everybody keep trying to make me have another. I'm like, no, my daughter's
No,
grown now.
not.
I don't want no more. No,
I would.
It's
I'll throw you down the steps.
For people who grew up when I grew up, that's like getting to the last board and hitting reset. I ain't doing that.
Oh, you made me shake a little bit. Oh,
I ain't doing that. I'm good.
Or when your mom say cut it off and you get in trouble and she cut it off, and you be like,
yeah, me and my brother learned. You just turn the whole TV off.
Yeah, I had to learn that too. And they don't know, and it be hot as all the way.
So did that TV.
The TV, everything be hot. Like you can't even lean on it.
Yo, because we used to have to go to church and leave this thing paused.
Yeah.
Just pause with the TV off.
And you be like, and even you know it's saved, but you still be like, oh, cool. All right, I'm still on this board. But oh, the good old days when we were younger. But no, don't have no more babies. You too old.
Yeah, I want no more babies. And I actually don't want nobody who got a young kids.
Oh, not no little kids.
No, like
not no little kids. We too old for that.
I would tell you like this: like if you and the father have a good foundation and a co-parenting,
no little kids all around me.
Yeah, no, they're not gonna be around me because then I ain't gotta worry about it.
They don't live with their dads.
Like I will tell you like this: my big mom could have dropped my daughter off at any time. She'd be like, "Oh, I want to go out. I want to do." She could have dropped my daughter off.
Just, even when people have those kind of relationships, don't mean it's the same thing.
Yeah,
I don't want no little kids running around me that's staying permanently. Like you can have your grandkids and stuff. That's cool. We all have fun and stuff like that. And you go home.
Oh, you want an old?
I'm old. I love me an older man. I'm starting to like tall men now. I see what it is. I see what it is. It's so different. Let me tell you about my testimony. I got testimony. So I always liked short men. I've always had an attraction to short men. When I say short men, I'm like 5'5" and to like 4'9". And I'm 5'10". 5'8", it would be tall to me. And it's like, all right, you cool. We can still hang. But the advantage of going out with a tall man is so different. You don't have to hug like this. You can hug like this, and it fits well. You don't have to, when you walk, you don't have to walk like this. It's so weird. It's so different. And you're not the hugger. The man's the hugger. It blew my mind. It just blew my mind. So I'm open. I never knew, ladies. I never knew that's what it was. I am open to taller men now. I know it's still your little ones. Yeah. But I will never look at a tall man as yuck again. Never again. It was so weird. But anyway, that was my testimony. Pulling my loins up. We about to get out of here soon. I know, but we're going to fill in this other time. We still have something important to talk about, and I'll throw it on you at the end. I don't want to say it right now, but it's something big that I skipped. Islamophobia is something that's going on. Islamophobia means being afraid of Islam. No, it's the same thing as homophobia, being afraid of. Yeah, discriminating against. I don't know why they use phobia because there's no fear of it. It's, well, I guess it is
that's
fear
saying it's a root fear that makes you do that.
Yeah, I guess so. That's going on because of the Hamas.
I'm trying to get rid of all the dark. I'm afraid of it, so I'm just trying to destroy all the darkness. Light everywhere.
So it's because here in this country, Biden just turned 81. I know 81-year-olds. Oh, poor Biden. That's not 81. That's 101. Whew. And he's running for president again.
He's walking.
He's listening to their music and. Shoot, you keep making me think and forget what I was saying. It was about it was up here somewhere, and I can't see out of this eye.
I almost remember.
You're terrible. We gotta get out of here. It was about Islamophobia. So Biden was just talking about addressing that we can't have Islamophobia here in this country because of what's going on with the Jewish people in Israel and Palestinians in Israel. I didn't call them Israelis because those people look like me and don't look like any of them. Well, actually look like my mother and my grandmother, very darker because that's the people that live from that town. But we're not getting into that. People still land and say it's theirs. What is that? Bella Vista, North Bowl, Point Breeze, Brewery Town, Egypt, North Africa, Middle East. Okay, I can keep naming more this stuff. But anyway, so with the battle, because people are the Jewish people are upset. They're saying people are being anti-Semitic, which never mind, black people. And the Palestinian people, people are being very supportive of the Palestine. And now the Hamas is doing their thing, and Israel, the Jewish people are doing their thing in Israel. Biden is making sure that there is not a hatred towards people who are Muslim. I would like to say this: Philadelphia has the most Black Muslim population in all of the country. Most of our Black Muslims can't go to other states and pray with other Muslims because we're Black. I don't hear anything about Islam, Blackophobia there. Why don't we have a word called Blackophobia?
Because it's just called existence.
Yeah.
The
I've never
whole
heard anybody
world,
say anything about
to an
that.
extent, because of how we are portrayed, the propaganda.
Mhm.
It's like thinks we are dangerous. We are dangerous to your society.
We
We
should
are
be.
dangerous to your women. We are dangerous to your
We
children.
are because we saw
Our music is dangerous and will corrupt you.
It's filled with love and soul. And if you don't have that, I believe that is dangerous to you. Wouldn't that hurt if you didn't have a soul and you saw this soulfulness and you didn't even know what it was or couldn't feel it or even enjoy it? And wouldn't it scare you?
If you don't
It
got
would
a soul,
scare me
you
too.
don't know you're missing the feeling.
No, but you would see something that you
Yes.
can't have or don't have, and then you would be possibly afraid of it. You gotta understand people.
Yeah, want to destroy it, condemn it, and
because
make
it's
everybody
not
else
like
hate
you.
it.
Because
Yes.
you need everything to be like you, and if you don't have that, then so we gotta understand each other and accept people, but understand it before we start. We don't. Well, we know we're not hateful people, but understand it and understand why people do things. Wouldn't it hurt you or something if you? Well, it wouldn't hurt me because I'm a black woman. But if you did, if I wasn't a black woman, I would be hurt. I would be hurt. Like, look at my hair and my skin and my cheekbones. And, oh my gosh, and how I smell. And I would be really hurt to not have that. And I have to see that walking around in front of me every day. Oh.
Because it's what you're used to. I think I'd be used to whatever the hell I came
No,
out of.
you wouldn't. When you see stuff like this, you'd be like, wow, how?
I'd just be happy whatever I was because that's all it all. That's
not
all
how people are. Because why they always emulate us? If they're happy with who they are. Anyway, like I said, Biden, I never heard about you talking about Black Muslims here and how the Arabs like to discriminate against the Black Muslims here and not allow them to pray with them.
He probably don't know about it. He's like, ooh.
He's not alive. He don't know what he's talking about.
He said,
rest in peace.
It's an AI talking through the body.
Rest in peace, Biden. So yeah, I want to talk about that. We're about to get off, and I have to say this is going to be the last show for a while. Possibly, I don't know. I have to. Like I said, I'm talking about Job and stuff, and I have to do some things, and won't go into a long thing. But it's going to be we won't be back for a while. Maybe the new year. I don't know. I don't know what path I need to or what needs to happen. But I'm going to have to be obedient, and we want to sit back and reevaluate things. I don't know if he's still gonna be my friend because he still keep blocking me, even when we're on the show. But pray that he still be my friend because he ain't got no pocket. You gonna be my friend still?
Yeah, we're friends.
Okay.
We were friends before the show.
I just want to make sure that this ain't gonna break up the friendship. So yeah, all right. So I'm glad that y'all sticking in with us and watching and being supportive and gonna continue to watch the old ones and the new ones. And I really appreciate everyone who support us and like and share and talk and give advice and help and all that is really appreciative. And this is not one of my desires, but it is something I have to obey. And follow through with goals. We don't know what else may come. It may be something else. I don't know. But enough of that. We talked about that. We talked about that. We talked about that.
Yeah, cancer lab mice. That was the only thing I seen we didn't talk
Cancer
about.
lab mice. I can't see out of this side. Let me put it on this side.
It says cancer research.
Oh, I wanted to talk about the black people. Remember we said that was older thing, but I still want to point this out that there are an abundance of black doctors that are black people who are graduating and becoming doctors in all fields. My little baby man, I think he's still going to med school. He wanted to go to school.
I ain't calling
him
no Dr. Man.
I would.
I know you would.
I go to Dr. Man and Junebug.
Nope, Dr. Junebug.
Dr. Junebug Jr. PhD. I'll go. Yes, I will. So my little baby man, he was going to school for medical school. I'm not sure if he's still going, but he was very frustrated because he's a black man, and it's stressful anyway. And he's from North Philly, so he has a tendency to not let people just, and he doesn't. And he's such a sweetheart, and he doesn't live in that world. And he also wants to add in naturopath within that field, and he saw the flaws within that. So he was conflicted in those. I'm not sure if he's still gonna be in there, but he's gonna go there. But the guy was basically saying, it was a white guy saying, would you trust these people as your doctor? 100%, unless they're not the black people from here, because I don't trust those people because they don't usually like us. And they will hurt. They like the other people much that they will do hurt.
They're in that book learning the same thing without the nuances of knowing what the lies are about us.
And just because of that, I'm not saying they're bad people, but because of what they know or taught about us, they really don't like us, and they don't have our best interest in their heart. Not all of them, but for me, my experiences and what I know, I would feel safer not trying to find a needle in a haystack. But it's a less mortality rate when you have a black doctor. The care is different. The understanding is different. The medication is different. And why wouldn't you want to go to somebody to look like you? Why would you want to go to somebody else that you don't know, and historically they're people, and presently they're people, and in the future they're people, continuously harm you and have bad thoughts about you? I know some white people, like some people that's cool and good, whatever I'm cool with, who teach our children and ask, how do I teach them? So why would you want to go to somebody or have somebody in your life that looks at you as a them and not a whole person like you are supposed to be looked at? And that's what happens, I'll say 97% of the time. So I'm happy and glad that there are more black doctors. I hope they are tuning into their naturalness and their soul to be able to bring that out within medications and stuff like that, and make the healthcare field a holistic field instead of one of money, ignorance, and death. That's what it basically is. You're going to die eventually. You're not going to get healed. I don't know if they heal anything anymore, right?
No.
You just keep getting treated for stuff. So, but it was a white guy saying, would you go to them? But then the other guy just listed some other doctors. And I just want to list them out. You probably know them. If you don't know them, then you'll know them then. We have Dr. Charles Drew. This is messed up. He found out or knew that it was better to store plasma than actual blood because it'll last longer. He was in a car accident and he needed a blood transfusion, and the hospital wouldn't give him a blood transfusion, something that he created because he was black, and he was this color black, and even that they wouldn't let him in. And they knew he was adopted. They knew who he was. That's how ignorant and trifling those people are, and we need to stop giving them our stuff because they will wither and go away if they don't have any influence by us. Because we give them that stuff, and then they piss right in your face. He died. He could have survived off of his own invention, but they didn't let him in the hospital, knowing who he was, that he was Dr. Drew, because he was black. They made him them take him to the black hospital, and he didn't make it in time. So know who you're dealing with. This is not just the slavery. In addition to that, it's a Dr. Cookright. A woman was she found out that you can use human tissue from cancer patients instead of using white lab mice. White lab mice aren't a real thing. Mice don't come in white. The reason why they were genetically
They're
made
albinos.
to be white is because the other ones with melanin, they couldn't treat themselves with what was being treated with the ones in
They
melanin.
had to make a
Closer
sterile
to
animal, a more sterile animal. They said something that didn't have all the variables.
And they couldn't have melanin in it. That's why white mice
That's a
have
variable.
have pink eyes. There's no such thing in nature as that. That was something that was created to create medication to treat them, and they discount the medication that's supposed to treat
They
you.
do exist in nature. They are albinos, but they are very rare.
No, that's not
and
even white though. They're different. They're a little bit
No,
different.
they took pure albinos and then just bred them.
But that's not a group of.
Yeah, so they just breed albino mice so that they.
And I bet you the woman did that because it was affecting Black patients, and she needed to find a way to treat us instead of them keep treating themselves by using those white lab mice. So right on, sister. And she did that back in the early 1912. This is how illiterate and dumb and uneducated we are. Dr. Drew did that back in I think that was 1890 something or 1910 or something. Then you have Dr. Daniel Williams, who was the first doctor to have successful open heart surgery. You wouldn't be able to have open heart surgery if it wasn't for this man. And that was done in 1893. Didn't slavery end technically it ain't end, but 1885? It's something like that. So you telling me us old stupid Black folks that don't know nothing, we so illiterate, we don't know how to read, can do open heart surgery when y'all was running y'all little stinking behinds around here, can't do nothing? All those years, all educated, and many of these doctors couldn't even sit in the same classroom with these people. They had to sit outside with the door closed and try to hear what was going on, and they still aced y'all. Watch out. I'm for real. I'm Black people. I can't wait till y'all find out who y'all is. Boy, you gonna say get behind me? Boy, I just can't wait. It's gonna happen one day. What else? It was Dr. Drew, Dr. Cook Wright, Dr. Daniels, and it was another Dr. Fuller who translated in the early 1900s, translated Alzheimer's work from German to English in order for them to be able to work on Alzheimer's patients. 1900s, not too far away from slavery, right? How was he speaking German? He from the United States of America. Don't let them make you believe that you wasn't nothing. The only reason why this country is still standing is because of you.
The only reason it was built in the first place.
Well, and not built because it was just because our monuments was the way the White House is built. It wasn't just old looking buildings and temples. We had those too, but we had very many modern buildings here. Learn your, please, Black people. I can't wait until we just rise up.
Now the cat trying to come back in. He outside calling me.
I'm not getting you. We about to hold this. All right, one more thing, and we about to be. I appreciate y'all staying with us. Again, this will be the last show for a while. The Riverfront Brawl man. He's being charged. The Black man's being charged a third degree manslaughter.
Somebody died?
Not manslaughter, assault. Excuse me.
I was gonna say, man.
Shoot.
But that shit was not thought.
And they he has to go to trial in December. He was attacked first. We saw it. And I listened to many and the two white people, the woman who got hit in the chair, should have been harder. She got community service. The man got 137 days to serve 100 hours of community service to serve, and he had to go to jail. No, not in jail. He does it on the weekends. No hate crime, because everybody hates us. I guess it's not a crime then.
Because it's so hard to get white people on a hate crime because they don't want to put it on the books. Mm-hmm. Once they start putting it on the books and set precedent, then there's case law for it. Yep. So they do not want case law for it. So if they can call it anything else, they would rather give you a check than say a white person committed a hate crime. Because
once it's on the books, I bet you everybody can take somebody to court for a hate crime. I got a good 10.
And they know that.
So he gets the other people don't get much choice. He got to go to court. It comes out. There are other videos that never came out. We gotta remember where this is at. The judge is probably part of the Klan. The cops are probably part of the Klan. The prosecutor is probably part of the Klan. His lawyer, if it ain't one of ours, is probably part of the Klan. That's what Klan, and the senator is probably part of the Klan. like we got to remember these things. So we have to let's keep our attentions on what's going on there. A few things I like what they said was that I believe everyone who was on that boat should sue or have a civil suit on every white person that was there. I was traumatized. This is not what I my experience was interrupted. And since all these little girls get to say that, come on, black people, jump on the bandwagon. Um, the other thing is video out where a white man threatens to shoot one of the black boys. He said something like, "I'll shoot you, black boy," or something like that. That's a hate crime, right? Okay. Then it shows another video that hasn't come out. A white man with his hands choking a black woman. That's why the boy jumped in the water. We remember our swim, but we swim too, black people. So many black people to live in the water most of the time than they live outside of the water. Stop allowing them to make you think that. It's the only reason why we don't have swimming pools in our neighborhood because they put cement in it and they used to throw acid at us. We can swim. So there's so many other videos that may not come out within their court system, but we have to stay on it and send good energy down to them and all of our people. Every night when you say your prayers, say I send good energy to my people. Just it won't hurt anything. If we can do that, if everybody says that every night when you say your prayers. I know y'all say your prayers at night, right? Who ain't saying their prayers at night?
Heathens.
Y'all better say y'all don't be grateful for y'all days.
Only yesterday. They be like, yesterday was Thanksgiving. I gave all my thanks.
That's and we saw some nasty stuff on there. But if that's the only day that you give gratitude and you don't give gratitude, I mean, some people may not give gratitude in the morning. I give gratitude all throughout my day. But in my morning when I wake up and when I go to bed at night, I give my gratitude. If you do that, and if you don't do that, maybe you should just try it. Do your best at it. Don't try it. Do your best to just be grateful. Why don't we just say I send good love and blessings and strength to my people? It's not going to hurt you to say it. See what might happen. See what might change around because we need it. And like Miss Seeley said, my children from Africa. We from Africa, North America, South America, Central America, with that fake continent called Europe because they just found out that black people were the original people of the Netherlands. Excuse me, the scientists, those people. Black people.
Did you see the poor Chinese guy when he found out his ancestors was black? He was actually kind of happy about it, but he was like, no, he just wanted the truth. He just wanted the truth. He said, I wanted to prove Chinese people were their own people. And
he wanted their own people. No.
He said, no, we black.
We black. So they just came out saying that they found that the oldest Neanderthal, the original Neanderthal, Neverlandian. What do they call the Neverlandians? They probably call like Neves or something. Like whatever the Naves from Netherlands were black people, and they weren't light skinned, and they didn't have blonde hair. They were very dark, and they had blue eyes, which black people do have blue eyes and red hair and blonde hair and stuff. So yeah, we from all over this. We are the earth. We are the chosen people of this earth. And when my children come home, we gonna sit around and whoop your ass. Like we not gonna really do that because we not hateful people. We just want to come home and have a barbecue, a little cookout, play some spades. We don't want y'all coming. We want to do that all on our own, and y'all gonna have eat that. My daughter had string bean casserole. She said they put Swiss cheese on it.
Thought it was like green beans and mushroom soup.
I don't know. It looked like she said Swiss cheese. So y'all have y'all casseroles and stuff like that, and then we can meet in the middle. But when we come home, oh, I'm so happy. Ali, boom, yeah, Ali. But anyway, again, I appreciate everyone. I appreciate everyone watching, rewatching, supporting, and everything. This will be the last show for now. I know I'm really. But I gotta be obedient. So we'll see what the future will hold. And be blessed, everyone. I'm still at undomesticatedjohn@gmail.com. That's UNDOMESTICATED. I think I spelled it wrong, but y'all not spelled domesticated. Put an un in front of it. And then John, JAWN@gmail.com. If you ever want to reach out. And I think I am Undomesticated John on one of those platforms, not Amazon. What is the thing called? The thing with the little box and it's like a circle right there? Instagram. I'm on there too. So,
it's a camera.
Kisses and everything.
All right. See y'all around.
Yeah, see you around. That's
Be
all
good.
I said.
Stay out of trouble.
Yeah. All right. Peace. Love y'all. Just press the pro button.